Good afternoon. It's Prince Sherry here, and I have with me Comrade Ebimene Famous, an aspirant representing Sabama Constituency 1, Bayelsa State.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
We have some few questions to ask you, and the first question will be: who is Comrade Ebimene Famous? Aside politics, who is Comrade Ebimene Famous?
Well, aside politics, I think I grew up in Sagoma town.
Okay.
Under the shores of Sagoma Constituency 1, family in Sagoma Constituency 1, visiting and serving under the markets of Sagoma Constituency 1 with my parents. My father, who happens to be a welder in Sagoma town, and my mother, who has been a petty trader selling under the communities of Sagoma Constituency 1, hustling for markets and the riverlands of Sagoma Constituency 1. I think I grew up in the farms, and over the years, I think in the year 2016 and 15 respectively, I was one time a voluntary teacher serving in the communities of Sagoma Constituency 1, Bologna to be precise, and I equally organized sport activities at the help amalgamating the 6 communities and the secondary schools within my period serving in Bologna town. So,
okay, that's interesting. That's fine. And we'll move on to the next question. Please, we would like to know, why are you running under PROP instead of APC, PDP, or NDC? What makes PROP this so special, or why are you making that decision?
Thank you very, very much. I think this is the most vital question to be asked. PROP means People's Redemption Party, and coming with PROP shows a vital reason that we are coming to liberate and redeem the good people of Sagoma Constituency 1 out of bondage and financial shackles. Over the years, the triumphant and big parties in Nigeria have been ruling the good people of Sagoma Constituency 1, but I think they have been ruling for their own pocket and for their own selfish interests. For example, every constitutional project in Sagoma Constituency 1 have been handled under the chapels and the affairs of godfatherism. And People's Redemption Party, with its strategies and its principles, does not give room for godfatherism, and it also gives room for development and redemption of the people. And I think that has been the reason we are under the redemption platform.
Okay. I guess I understand now, and I also think the people of Sabama Constituency 1 will also understand where you're coming from.
Very well.
Okay, moving on. I would like to equally ask you a very vital question. We all know that representatives from different constituencies must have made mistakes in the past, and we would like to know what notable mistakes would you like to correct when coming in as a representative, or what mistakes would you like not to repeat itself on the course of you coming as a representative to represent Sabama Constituency 1?
Wow, this is a very interesting question, and I think I would want to stage 3 notable factors. One is disappearing after elections.
Okay.
If I can point out, I think there are no valuable or arguable or visible political offices assigned under the 6 communities in Sagoma Constituency 1 as offices assigned to the current serving members or the previous members that have served before this time. And secondly, godfatherism and appraisal. Some of the persons have been serving to please their godfathers by diverting or canvassing constitutional projects that are meant for the 6 communities to communities that are visible enough for their godfathers and themselves alone. And I think thirdly is accountability. Okay. There have been no form of accountability or show on how public finances or public funds meant for Sagoma Constituency 1 have been managed. For example, if I've been swearing or if I've been elected in today as the member representing Sagoma Constituency 1, I think within a couple of the duration of 3 months or 2 months, I will be able to set up a committee in every community that we call the town hall meeting and set up committees in every community that will help audit the funds that are coming in for community development in Sagoma Constituency 1. For example, in Angiama community under Sagoma Constituency 1, we call a town hall meeting whereby some elders and youths in the community, even women, be part and parcel of the committee that will help audit whatever finances are coming into Angiama community under Constituency 1, showing accountability and how public funds meant for the people of Sagoma Constituency 1 are transparently being used. I think from the first 3 months in office, I think these committees will be set in place and they will be auditing us per quarter in a year. In every 4 months, they will be auditing to know how much came in, what's being spent, and how much is being left, to show transparency and accountability to the people, that the values placed on constitutional development is higher than the mandate serving the persons. I think that's what we have in place for them.
Very well. Very well. All right. Moving on to the next question. This is also a very vital question, because allegedly most of our politicians, they tend to live outside the states immediately after election, or should I say they tend to live outside the states anytime they are in power. So I would like to ask, will you be staying with us or living with us here in Bayelsa after getting this position, or after elections, or will you move down to Abuja, Port Harcourt, or Lagos?
Well, this is a very, very, very inspiring question. And there is this saying that you cannot stay close to the persons from afar. You cannot be a social media representative. You have been elected to represent the good people of Sagoma Constituency. And so, first of all, I think we have 3 offices in the constituency. One at Belegui being the constituency, one of the headquarters in the constituency for a ward. Also my ward headquarters in Angalabri, and one at a fully populated community. I think I will have an office here in Yenegua to be piloting the affairs between the state and the community level. But I think I will not be living in Abuja. I will not be leaving my people behind. I will stay with the people in the farms, because myself I will own farms in our community farms as well, by showing the persons how to do it and being an exemplary body to these persons that I serve. So we are going to stay with the people in Sagoma Constituency 1, and we are going to have an office there in Sagoma Constituency 1 and here in Yenegua. So it will help bridge the contact between state development and community development. Thank you very much.
Alright, very well. Moving on to the next question. Alright, moving on. Please, I would like to know, or would like to know, what are the 3 major bills you would like to sponsor when you finally make it into the House of Assembly?
The first bill I think I will put in place is human development through agriculture, and then secondly is electricity, using solar generated electricity, and then for the 6 communities in one constituency, one for 24 hours power supply, and very cheap and affordable, very, very cheap and affordable. And I think thirdly is a housing bill. Because of the population in Sagoma Constituency 1, I think there should be a housing bill that will help build community hostels in the 6 communities of Sagoma Constituency 1 to accommodate students in every community and increase the population in our communities. I think these are my first 3 bills I will put in place, and I think within a year I think we'll achieve all of this. Within the first year in office, I think we'll achieve all of this. So keep it posted. Within a year we are going to achieve at least 2 of these 3 bills.
Moving on, we talked about markets and agriculture. We would like to know, in what way do you plan on funding the agricultural sector and the markets without delays coming from the federal government?
Very well. I think I have plans and strategies for that. One is allocation signed for constituency development to every constituency here in Bayelsa State. Secondly, the Ministry of Agriculture in Bayelsa State is always open for partnership. I think we partner with them and work hand in hand together. And then thirdly, we work and partner with agricultural companies and at the federal level and at state level. For example, we work with companies that will help train our farmers on how to plant and what to plant. The needed seedlings they will plant, time to harvest, and the processes they will use in maintaining their farms till harvest for them to have a fruitful production during harvest. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Alright, moving on. What are your plans for the youths of Sabama Constituency 1 in terms of skills, grants, stuff like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, as for the youths of Sabama Constituency 1, I will say they are peaceful and very loving people. They are law abiding, and I think I have so much in store for them. The first one at hand, or we have in the pipeline for them, is skill acquisitions. Not just skill acquisitions for programs, but startup packs and enablement and proper supervision. After a year, I think we have our business support for them to continue whatever they've learned through skill acquisitions. We are not coming to buy you Okada. We are not coming to buy you Keke. We are coming to give you a skill that will help better your life in the next 20 to 30 years. Not a temporary skill, but a lifetime skill. I think that's what I have in store for the youth of Sabama Constituency 1. And to every youth, support us today and stand a chance to have a life-changing skill. Thank you very much.
Alright, moving on to the next question. We would like to know, what will you do for our women, the female traders, which are actually the backbone of our economy, or the economy of Sabama Constituency 1?
Earlier when I started this interview, I made mention of my time in Sabama, traveling the 6 markets in the Sabama Constituency 1 region with my mom as a petty trader. I think we will give business grants with low interest loans and startup pack for business grants without loans, especially for widows and aged women. We are going to give loans without interest, and we are also going to give 60% startup pack business grants. For example, now I'm giving 300,000 naira to start a business today, and after 6 months giving a loan of 200,000 naira to support and see how far the business is going. I think that's what we have in store. We are not going to share rice and salt. We are not going to share wrappers. We are not coming to gather you people to come and vote for us and campaign for us alone. We have so much in store. Every woman in Sabama Constituency 1 must have something doing, a business doing, or a farm that is producing enough to feed herself and her immediate family. Thank you so much.
Very well. You have spoken very well. Right, moving on to the next question. We would like to know, how will you improve feeder roads, electricity and water in Sabama Constituency 1 in rural communities?
Very well. In terms of electricity, like I stated earlier, we are going to be a partnership with solar companies that will help us fabricate solar generated electricity that will carry out or that will operate in the 6 communities in Sabama Constituency 1 with very, very low bills to pay. Very low bills. I think for a house using a 1-bedroom flat house, it might go about 3,000 or 2,000 monthly. And another one is our farm roads, the feeder roads. I think we'll grid them, dig gutters, help water flow and stop damages during rainy season. That's been a very big challenge for farmers. And in terms of water, I think the case of water has already been sorted out by the federal government by producing water for almost every community in Sabama Constituency 1. But that's a federal project. Notwithstanding, we are going to make Constituency 1 projects available to supply clean and drinkable water at all time. I'm talking about 24 hours and to every household in Sabama Constituency 1. We are not just going to provide water for the rich, we are going to provide water for both the rich and every member of Sabama Constituency 1.
Very well, very well, very well. Alright, moving on to the next question, which is actually the last question of the day. I wouldn't want to waste much of your time because I know you are a very busy person and
Very well,
so
very well.
I would like to know what's your position on state police and how will it affect safety during the elections and daily life here?
My stand on state policing is that it's a necessity concerning the issues of insecurity that has been bothering and striving in our country, Nigeria, today. The cases of insecurity are not being related only in the north, the east, or the west. They are being reported even here in the south. I think another one is that state policing will also provide jobs for our brothers in Savannah constituency. And most of our people don't go join a mama soldier. Nigeria not in the carry come. I think it's the high time they come back home, join the state policing, and ensure peace and oneness in our communities. And another one here is that the politicians in our state should not use the state police as a medium to lure or cause situations during the forthcoming election. And everybody being recruited to the state policing should know that you are coming in to protect the lives and properties of people here in our country and not to collect or destroy same lives you are being made to protect. That's been my stand on state policing. I want it to stand, but not under the watch or the use of politicians in our country, so that the system will not be politicized or polluted. Thank you.
Very well, very well, very well. It's been a wonderful time with you. I must say, you are indeed the right candidate for Sabama constituency 1. It's been a pleasure to meet you one-on-one and talk with you in person. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
And a message to the good people of Sabama constituency 1 that we are coming. We are not just coming, we are coming with full force. We are not going to relent, and we are coming to rule, to serve, and to amalgamate peace and development in Sabama constituency 1. See you in 2027.